karaoke, and live music. Fired Up Pizza also has space for your private event and offers both in-house and off-site catering services. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. for lunch and dinner. For more information, visit their Facebook page or contact Fired Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at CheWelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at CheWelahFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. It's Thursday morning, folks. Good morning. Welcome to the Thursday morning.
That was good.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, me and Gomer, we go back a long way. Yeah.
Cool.
Good morning. It is your KCHW morning show. It is Thursday, September 5th. September 5th. That's almost fall, Scott.
September 5th.
Yeah.
You guys got summertime weather, though. Big time.
Yeah, we do. For really hot weather.
Really hot weather.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
95. Is that a segue, like right into weather?
Yeah, let's go right into it because it's crazy.
All right, 95. 95 today, Chuck. You're going to be sweating like an oldie.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's good you wore a black shirt. No one will be able to see it.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm hoping all the cat hair on the shirt absorbs everything.
Yeah. Down to 57 tonight. Clear skies staying with you. Also, into the weekend. Friday, 96 and 57. Sunny. Saturday, 97 and 62. Sunny. Sunday, 95 and 60. Monday right now, 92 and 58. And Tuesday, 43.
Yeah, right.
Summer's over. Whoop.
That's usually how it goes, especially these years we get this hot weather later in the year. It just goes straight from hot to winter.
You guys have a steady decline, though. So by Wednesday next week, down to 80. Skip ahead to the 19th in the extended forecast, all the way down to 72. In fact, every day the temperature's dropping. So just get through the next few. Enjoy them. Maybe last chance to hit a lake and swim. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Those low 70s for the highs. That high 60, low 70s. That's the perfect weather right there.
Yeah, that's what we're enjoying in Maine right now. It's beautiful. All right. Breakfast and lunch. Kids, did you ever, for the kids, did you ever figure out what the cycle breakfast menu meant?
I did. You know what?
Okay.
That is, that's like a continental style breakfast. They have all of those things every day.
No way.
Yeah.
So like today, if we could sneak into the school, we have our choice of cold cereal, a banana split, breakfast smoothie, bagels, a super bakery bread. I don't know what that's packed full of. English muffin sandwich or apple cinnamon oatmeal. Wide variety. Oh, I did Wednesday, didn't I?
That's okay. There's not much different.
Not too much. The only thing different, there's no English muffin. It's a bacon, egg, cheese croissant.
That sounds good.
Croissant.
Does someone want to bring us one over here?
Croissant. 2 croissants. KCHW right now. Hurry up.
Please.
Sad thing is, Chuck will only be able to show me one since I'm in Maine, as he eats them both.
Exactly.
Yes.
So kids, come on over.
Give us your breakfast food.
I'm not telling you. No, I'll stop right there.
Chuck's buying breakfast food. Just saying.
The one thing that still needs to be clarified. It says banana split. Below that, it says breakfast smoothie, and I think that is a banana split smoothie.
Right.
I don't think they're serving banana splits for breakfast at the school.
That'd be nice.
It would be.
All right. Today for lunch, farm to school, cheeseburger and fries, veggies and fruit. Wow, what a good day to be eating at school. I wish I was a child again.
I love how they have the top of it. They have the actual category. Like Thursday is breakfast for lunch. I love that. Or last week was breakfast for lunch. Yeah.
I was looking at the calendar, not a lot going on for the weekend, but you did have a big interview yesterday. Tell us a little bit about that and where people can watch it.
Yeah, so that interview will be available on our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our Twitch page, and that we had an interview with Nicola Weston, rather. She is this month's featured artist for the First Thursday Art Walk. She's going to be at the Trails End Gallery for the next couple months. We had a really great interview. Lovely woman. Her husband was also on the show with her. He was really funny. Also has some experience in public radio himself.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, he was really excited to come in, and it was a lot of fun. She's from England by way of Canada and Mexico. So
So a world traveler is what you're saying.
Yeah. So she was born in England, moved to Canada in her early 20s, and then kind of goes back and forth between Canada and Mexico. Down here for this show. It's amazing what Tim's doing over there. He's bringing in international artists. People come from other places. This one, she was referred to her by another gallery in another city. So she was driving through the area, coming down from Canada, and decided to stop in, and bam, got a spot in the show. So yeah, Tim's really drawing them in. The artists come to his gallery and say, you know what, I want a show here. And it's really been good for the community, you know. So yeah, then immediately afterwards, she had her art talk at the brewery last night. She's going to be featured with the First Thursday Art Walk. Which, do you want to go through that right now, or do you want to save that for events?
No, we're in events. That's why I prompted you.
Okay, perfect.
So, yeah, you're kicking it off now.
All righty.
In person.
That is tonight from 5 to 8 p.m. That's downtown Chewelah. Again, Nicola Weston is going to be at the Trails End Gallery. Becky Goforth is going to be at Quartzsite Brewing. She's one of my local favorites. I'm friends with Becky. I love her. Her artwork is amazing. Her use of color is phenomenal. Kaya Lilly, one of the school's previous retired art teachers, is going to be at Westoff Excavation. Catherine James is going to be at the Yale Press. And the Creative District is having a gathering and opportunity fair at the Aaron Huff Memorial Cultural Center. Basically, it's going to be a location where we're inviting other organizations to come in, write down what you're looking for volunteers. We can get RFPs and have people that are looking to help out and volunteer sign up for those volunteer spots.
All right. Opportunity fair. That's a little different. So you can share your skills with local businesses and organizations.
Exactly.
Find the talent you need and make new connections. That's all at the Aaron Huff Cultural Center, right?
Exactly. And there's going to be sign up. So we'll have sheets of paper. So other organizations, anybody looking for volunteers can come in and say what they're looking for. All
right. This would pull me in because it says door prizes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've got door prizes. We got coffee mugs and sweets and treats. We're going to have Shannon from Shannon Sweets there. We're going to have John Raymond from 395 Coffee there with us.
Excellent.
Yeah.
One night on the streets of Chewelah.
Yeah.
2 nights. All right. Very cool.
And if you look underneath, there's a whole host of other, sponsors and other places hanging art. So yeah, good stuff.
All right. Very cool. Don't forget also today, Food Bank 10 to 2.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yep.
And then there is karaoke out tonight too, beginning from 8:30 to 11:30 when you're out on the streets with our own Craig McQuain, our newest DJ, and that's going to be happening at the Oasis. You want to catch up with Craig, and you can check him out on the air with Chuck and Paula tomorrow morning, right?
Tomorrow morning. That's right. That's right. He's been really great, not just for the show, but for the radio station. He's been helping out a lot. They're getting a bunch of bands together to do stuff to help out with the station.
More shows.
Yeah.
Speaking of shows, if we look at
Yes.
Friday on the calendar, we got your Chamber of Commerce meeting at 7. Adult pickleball at the golf course between 9 and 11:30. Chewil's Farmers Market 11 to 3:30. Then Saturday was totally empty. Nothing happening in Chewil on Saturday. What do you mean? Oh, how are you going to stay cool? You're going to come to the KCHW studios because Chuck has put together an impromptu concert for Saturday night.
Right.
Since there was nothing going on. Who's playing, Chuck?
It's going to be Matt Hopper and the Roman Candles. They are a band. They're down from Alaska right now. They're on a tour of the Pacific Northwest. They had an opening this weekend. I've invited them. Well, actually, they contacted us to see if we had an opening, and I said, absolutely, come on down. This one I'm excited about personally. Matt is I've been friends with Matt since probably middle school. I haven't seen him in 25 years, I'm guessing. But yeah, we've kept in contact through social media and all that. But I'm really excited to have him here. And his band.
Now they're a rock band, right? You're going to have some rock music in the studio?
They are a rock band. There's been some reviews of them that kind of compare them to a Neil Young-ish sort of sound. Sort of a classic rock sort of sound. They do originals. Yeah, they've been working on their sets and their songs, and gosh, they've been touring for 20 plus years.
All right, I just popped on to our ticket sales site. Have you posted that anywhere?
There's a pinned post on our Facebook page. There is a calendar invite, an event invite if you go to events on our Facebook page.
Okay.
There's been like the Stevens County music scene. It's in there. Craig's been posting it all over the place. It's in.
I'll get it on kchw.org after this show's over at 9 o'clock as well.
Okay.
I see a post on here already. It says Bonnie just purchased 2 tickets. Thank you, Bonnie.
She did. Yeah.
All right. So those tickets, 7 o'clock Saturday night, KCHW Studios. If you're not familiar, we are on the backside of the 3rd Street Mall. So basically, the radio station is in the same building as Chesterfield and the Carpet Store, but we take up the entire backside of the building, and basically our door kind of kitty corner from the back of Sporty's, and that's where your show will be. Right?
And you know what?
Parking around the building too.
Yesterday, we gave away a few tickets for some trivia. I think we should do the same today. I think I got a couple more tickets to give away.
So how did you do it yesterday?
So yesterday we did some trivia, and we asked a couple.
You already said that.
We asked a couple questions that we did not answer. Left it up to our listeners to comment, and the first commenter with a correct answer wins.
All right, and you've got the Facebook Flow page since you're putting out this broadcast, so you can actually see those where I have to refresh the page, and listeners would have to refresh the page. You can see them in real time. So, all right, so today we'll be as before we go to break, we'll do trivia, but we'll be asking the trivia questions, and the first person's. How many are we going to give away? How many? I mean, we're giving away pairs of tickets, right?
Yep. Should we do 2 or 4 today?
What do you think? You should probably save some for Friday.
Let's do 2.
A big tease before the show.
2 tickets.
So at least 2 pairs of tickets will go out when we hit trivia in just a little bit.
There you go.
Okay. Stand by.
Right?
All right. I just that's kind of the end of events, right?
Pretty much, other than the Blues and Brews Jam on Sunday. That's a bunch of local musicians getting together. We've got almost every DJ at KCHW is going to be there performing.
He's going to be performing on Sunday night. That's funny.
Yeah.
And Chuck will be there too, playing spoons. But that's just the way he eats.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I'm a messy eater.
All right. This Saturday, 7 p.m., KCHW Studios, Matt Hopper and the Roman Candles. A few news headlines then, if I can get to the right page. We all heard there's another terrible shooting going on. What's new about that is they came out yesterday late evening and said local law enforcement had questioned this gunman in connection to online threats, 14-year-old boy, to carry out a school shooting last year.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, scary. Ceasefire deal in between Israel and Hamas is 90% complete. Still deciding who gets control of a buffer zone on Gaza's border with Egypt. The DOJ indicted 2 employees of Russian state media for allegedly funding a U.S. media company that paid right-wing influencers such as Benny Johnson to spread disinformation ahead of the November election.
Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so. Just like last time when they were trying to help that orange guy.
Yeah, I'm about to die if not surprised.
Labor Department reported there are 7.7 million job openings July, fewest since January 2021. A report showed there's still at least one job opening for every unemployed person, though. So you don't need to be unemployed. You might not get the job you want.
Yeah.
All right. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark hit more milestones during last night's game against Los Angeles Sparks. Biggest one, she became the first WNBA rookie to score 100 three-pointers in a season. All right, good job. Look at her. She's amazing. Dancing with the Stars announced its season 33 cast. 33? 33, which includes Olympians Iona Maher and Stefan Nadorosic. Former Bachelorette lead Jen Tran and convicted fake heiress Anna Delvey. All right. Sorokin. All right, sorry, I really messed up those names.
Did they do a movie about her? Isn't that the one they did a movie about?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. There was somebody they did a movie about.
She's a convicted fake heiress, and she's on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
They'll take anybody now.
Well, didn't they one year they had what Pete Buttigieg? No, not Pete Buttigieg. Who's the guy? The guy with the hair. The guy that I think he got convicted. He literally sold Obama's seat when he left the sentence or when he left.
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
Blagojevich. Yeah, they had him on one season.
Wow. So chances are maybe they'll have our 34-time felon ex-president on.
Well, they had, what was it? The Masked Singer. They had Rudy Giuliani on. That caused a stir.
You could tell it was him because all that black stuff was dripping out under the mask.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. All the hair, hair color.
They had, ironically, not a convicted felon, Sarah Palin on one season, too.
That is ironic.
Right.
All right, happening today. Perfect Couple starring Nicole Kidman and Liv Schreiber dropped overnight on Netflix. In baseball, Astros and the Reds play again at 1:10 this afternoon. That's Eastern time on the Major League Baseball app. So, maybe take a break from work and watch that. In tennis, U.S. Open semifinals begin with primetime coverage airing at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. I like that most of the world's time, times for events happens in Eastern time where I am. I don't have to be confused anymore. I know exactly when it's happening. I don't have to add or subtract hours or anything like that.
Right.
Women's basketball, Storm and Liberty take the court at 7 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. Football, Ravens and the Chiefs kick off the NFL season at 8:20 p.m. Eastern on NBC.
Wow.
Wow.
I do know, I don't have the details. Sharon keeps them tightly sealed in her little notebook, but local high school football starts this weekend as well.
Starting up too.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, just a few news headlines. McDonald's has a brand new burger that's twice the size of the Big Mac.
Yay.
They call it the diabetic time bomb.
Right? Of course they do.
DTB for short.
That's right.
Give me one of those DTBs, would you?
Make it a double with bacon and onion rings.
Yeah, and could you wrap it in a pizza?
Right.
Stuff inside of a turkey? Okay, sorry. NASA having a tough week. All right, really tough week. They were getting ready to test those thrusters on their little capsule, and they realized that the thruster cones have become misshapen. So really lucky they didn't try to fly anybody back to Earth in that. Chances are it won't fly back to Earth itself.
That whole thing was just a Madonna joke from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at NASA. You made a Yugo. You go one way. It's amazing they made it to the space station.
Oh, man. But everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Stop using Chinese plastic in our spaceships. More trouble for NASA. They unleashed a giant solar sail. And once they opened it up, it started tumbling end over end. It was supposed to be the new brightest thing in the sky, but no, that's still some of Musk's space junk.
Wow.
but it is tumbling and not working.
You know, speaking of space junk, we were at the drive-in movie theater over the weekend. We look out across the sky, and there's this string of lights going across the sky.
That's Starlink satellites.
Yeah, and it was one of the weirdest things I'd ever seen. I didn't know what was happening. I look on social media, everyone else is talking about it.
You haven't seen that yet?
No, I hadn't seen that before. I looked it up, and yeah, of course.
Every night.
It took a 30-second Google search to figure out what it was, but I'd never noticed it before. Yeah. Crazy.
So to use a line from Star Trek about the solar sail that's tumbling, it's not operating on all thrusters.
No, it's not. That's no moon.
All right. One more headline, or maybe a couple more. L.A. bakery owner takes big financial hit after receiving scam order of 1,000 cupcakes, paid for with a $7,500 counterfeit check.
Oh.
Yeah, it might cripple the business. Yeah. It's really sad. All right. Bank promised protection. That fell through.
Man. That's rough.
Airlines will stop an airplane for anything. New one up today. American Airlines flight was diverted after a passenger started vaping.
Really?
Is that a necessary bring? Let's see if it stops our show.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm gonna.
We're still broadcasting. See, American Airlines. You don't have to land the plane.
I'm gonna turn this show around.
You vape again, Scott? I'm turning the show around. All right.
Wouldn't that be a thing?
News of the day. Surprise concert at KCHW Saturday night, 7 p.m.
Exactly.
And in just minutes, we're going to give away some tickets.
That's right.
But first,
okay,
it's time for the joke of the day with Chuck Ritchie.
What did you call me? No. All right.
I called you
the joke of the day. I get it. I get it.
Oh, I get it now. I get it. Yeah.
I'm used to it. It's fine. It's fine.
You're way off. I say you're way off this time, son.
So a farmer was milking his cow. He had just started to get a good rhythm going when a bug flew into the barn, started circling his head. Then the bug flew into the cow's ear. Farmer didn't think much about it until the bug squirted out into his bucket. It went it went in one ear and out the other.
You're way off. I say you're way off this time, son.
Yep.
That's so dumb it made me laugh.
Supposed to laugh at the end of the joke, Chuck. He was trying to say it went in one ear and out the other.
I was trying to read it and it made me laugh before I finished reading it. Sorry.
All right. I've got words of wisdom this morning, and that's because, well...
Who dares enter the sacred and awesome presence of the everlasting know-it-all?
Yes.
I do.
That's what I aspire to be, the everlasting know-it-all.
Whoop. Yeah.
Sure. All right. All right. All right. Words of wisdom today from Scott. First, Chuck, I want you to accept that some days you're the pigeon and some days you're the statue. Today, you're the statue.
Exactly.
Okay. This one is not from me. I disagree with it wholly. It's not a good statement. It's the worst statement. Needing a man is like needing a parachute. If he isn't there the first time you need him, chances are you won't be needing him again.
Scott has the worst statements. No statements are worse than Scott's.
It's because, Chuck, I can please only one person per day, and today is not your day, and tomorrow isn't looking good either.
That's right.
Disappointment. Oh. All right, this is something Chuck does. If it ain't broke, he fixes it until it is.
All the time. All the time. You should see the theater right now. I got a show on Saturday. No, everything works, but it's all we came in the other day, we rearranged everything, hooked everything up differently to work better, and now it's a mess.
Oh, Chuck. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget, just minutes. Just like minutes, maybe 15 or so of them. But in minutes, we're going to give out some trivia questions. First people to post on Facebook will get a pair of tickets to Saturday night's show.
That's right.
Matt Hopper and the what? The Roman candles. That's right.
Roman candles.
Yeah.
You know,
we will be shooting Roman candles off bikes before the show.
Exactly. We're gonna go down Main Street on our bicycles,
shooting Roman candles at each other. Wouldn't that be awesome if you could?
You know, my dad and I, when I was a kid, a teenager, my dad, we would put on during the wintertime when it was safe and covered in snow, we would put on our coveralls, our snow machine helmets with the full face shield, and we had guns that we made that you could put bottle rockets in, or we would shoot Roman candles at each other.
That's awesome. Great job, Dad.
Yeah. Well, we had fire retardant spray that we would spray on them too, on our suits.
All right. Is that when you lived in?
Would you mind saying that again? Idaho? That's slightly interesting. We pronounce it Ohio.
Potato Head! Way to go, Idaho!
It does sound like a very Idaho thing to do.
It does. It does.
The only fortunate thing is back in those days we didn't have cell phones with video cameras.
That's true.
So
it's too bad.
Video was a valuable commodity, and it wasn't wasted on hijinks.
All right. Can I give out my last word of wisdom now?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right.
Who dares enter the sacred and awesome presence of the everlasting know-it-all?
On the keyboard of life, Chuck, always keep one finger on the escape key.
Or 3 on Control Alt Delete.
All right, bits and breaks continuing. Chuck, you're up next.
All right, so signs you've met the wrong man or Scott. Oh.
See, it's okay when I pick on you. People go like, but when you pick on me, Chuck, the crowd gets angry. Yeah. Watch it.
Well, because they want it to be funny, not true.
Okay.
Oh,
Signs you met the wrong man, or perhaps Scott. I get it.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
So you both stop by his boyhood home where his mother gives him a 10 for use on your dinner date.
She would have, too. She would have.
But
She would've.
if you're on a date with somebody and you stop by their mom's house and she's really sweet and she gives you a $10 bill to go have fun with, that would be sweet. I don't think anybody would mind.
My mom's better that I could stop by at 50 with a dinner date and she'd lay a 50 on me.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's love.
It is. At least
Or enablement, one or the other. Not sure.
right. Codependency. All
Yeah,
right.
something.
The usual end of the date, kiss on the cheek, replaced by a high five.
High five. High five.
That was a good date. High five. I'll call you later. We'll
Remember
go play.
that from that spoof on the 300?
No.
No, it's when the guys, it was a spoof of that movie, The 300. And I can't remember what it was called, but it was like those people that do scary movie and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was, when they got home from war, it was high fives for the women, long tongue kisses for the men. And I practiced that. All right.
Scott takes you on a tour of his favorite restaurant drive-thrus.
That's right.
Yep.
Here in Maine, we only have 3 drive-thrus. It's really short.
This one, I once waited for 45 minutes for a cheeseburger. And the last one here, he insists on splitting the bill at the dollar store.
Every time. Thank you. That's right. You're not getting off that easy.
Which is now the $1.25 store.
That's right.
Yep.
So you can see why I want to split it.
Inflation.
And I want that half cent too.
Right?
Just saying.
Right?
Mhm. All right. Teaching in 1923. Some agreements in the 1923 elementary school teachers contract for female teachers teaching in Payson City, Utah. All right. So that's where the contract comes from. 1923. First rule in the contract that you cannot break. Teacher is not to get married. This contract becomes null and void if the teacher marries. They wanted her to be an old school marm, I guess.
I wonder what being married has to do in any way whatsoever with your ability to teach kids.
Well, because in 1920, they figured probably if you're married, you need to be at home taking care of your husband and the kids.
Oh, true.
Teacher is not to keep the company of men, any men.
Because that might lead to marriage. Yeah.
Teacher must be home between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless attendance at a school function.
Wow.
Yeah. Teacher may not loiter downtown in ice cream parlors because we know what kind of women do that.
Oh. You know
the kind that like ice cream.
you know what loitering in ice cream parlors leads to.
Ice head? Frozen?
Yeah, brain freeze, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. I call it ice head.
Right?
Okay. Teacher is not to smoke cigarettes or drink wine, beer, or whiskey.
How else are they supposed to deal with the kids?
That's right. Teachers may not ride in a carriage with any man except her brother or father. But the teacher is not supposed to keep the company of men, period.
Right. You got to cut those people out of your life.
Right. All right.
Wow.
This one's still true today. Teachers are not to dress in bright colors.
Wow.
All right. Teacher not to wear dresses more than 2 inches above the ankle. Still true today. All right.
Some
all right.
of you
Teachers.
just don't want them to.
Yeah. All right. That only goes for male teachers, though.
Right? Got to be careful about showing off that ankle.
That's right. That's right. All right. Chuck's going to take us through an education.
Yes.
I hope I'm giving you this because you're better at the words that make no sense.
I will try. These all make sense to me, Scott.
Okay.
All right.
See my point.
I am half of these. No. So this is, are you an IST?
IST.
IST. IST. Okay. All right. A cruciverbalist. This is someone who creates crossword puzzles.
Ooh.
How would you like that? What do you do for a living? I'm a cruciverbalist. And then
sounds like he's pinning things to a cross to me.
Right? People would just say, okay, and walk away.
Yep.
All right. And these are all real, I do believe. These are actual names. Funambulist. And these are not comedians who highlight as ambulance drivers. These are a tightrope walker or rope dancer. So kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
This next one, someone who does research into humor. They are a gelotologist.
Gelatologist. That's funny right there. Gelatologist. Sorry.
I prefer Jello.
Yeah.
Because Jello's funny. Yeah, I don't know. It's not spelled the same, right? All right. Pangrammatist. This is the person who composes sentences, verses, poems, etc., containing all letters of the alphabet.
Another sign you have too much time on your hands.
Yep. Huh. I'm okay. A lipogrammatist. As opposed to pangrammatist, lipogrammatist creates sentences which avoid a certain vowel. We're not going to talk about which vowel that is.
No.
I think it can be. I think it can be any vowel.
No.
I like it.
All right.
A meadow. That was funny. I was just trying to pronounce this next word, Scott.
Okay.
Meadoposcopist.
I love it. Good job, Chuck.
Meadoposcopist. Yeah. A person who practices meadoposcopy. Of course, Scott. How did you not know that? Metaposcopy is the art of judging a person's character and fortune from his face, principally his forehead. See? Exactly. All right. And an onychophagist. An onychophagist? I'll say that.
Yes.
A person who bites his or her nails.
Okay.
Which I think most of us probably do that, don't we?
I don't think you just have an ist on the end of it like it's something important that you do, though.
Right? I'm on a conophagist.
Yeah.
Onychophagist. Yeah.
It makes you sound like you're drunk.
Onychophagia. Yeah. A sciolist. This sounds science fiction-y.
Yeah.
This is a superficial pretender to knowledge.
So a liar.
Yeah, pretty much. Or those people that say big words just to sound important.
Yeah.
We all know those people. Yep.
You're a sciolist, aren't you?
Yeah. And I'm really disappointed by the definition of this one. A velocipedist. This is not, in fact, someone who trains dinosaurs to raid bicycles. I wish it was.
Oh.
Yeah, no velociraptors on bicycles. But it is a rider of an early type of bicycle.
Okay. So kind of like velocity. So velocipedist.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen the ones with those old bicycles that have one little teeny tiny tire and one like 6 foot tall tire.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try to ride one of those. Like
in rocks.
Right. Like I want to and I don't want to. I want to ride one. I don't really want to go through the learning process. Yeah. Like a tricycle.
Yeah. All right.
All right. That does it for that list.
All right. Good job, Chuck. Almost.
Take it, sir.
You almost pronounced those accurately.
At least half of them.
That's why I gave it to Chuck. From 2009, what the internet is killing, or perhaps already killed. 15 years ago, experts said the internet was killing the art of polite disagreement. Totally gone now.
I agree.
15 years later, totally gone.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, Chuck.
You're an idiot.
You know what you're talking about. Listening to an album all the way through. Internet's killed that.
Yep.
Right. Telephone directories. Goodbye. Who needed them?
That one I'm okay with.
Yeah. Watches. Internet has killed watches, I guess.
Well, you know, my biggest problem with watches, especially in the 80s, we had all the cheap plastic ones that we would buy that make your wrist smell really bad. And then
you should wash.
Right. Well, you know, as a kid, you don't think about that stuff. And then you get the watch tan line, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
That shit means you're cool.
Right.
Or you watch. All right. Internet killed music stores. Totally hard to find. Sometimes you can still find the vinyl stores.
Yep.
Letter writing and pen pals. Do people even know how to write by hand anymore?
You know,
I mean, they killed cursive.
This is true for my kids, but have you seen the handwriting of younger kids?
Is it bad?
Terrible. I mean, mine is too. I got no room to speak. But I mean, my handwriting does look like an 8-year-old, an illiterate 8-year-old. So there's that.
I have excellent penmanship unless I'm writing cursive. So there. All right. Hoaxes and conspiracy theories. Internet. It didn't kill them. It created them.
Yeah. Well, I guess they've lost their style though. The hoaxes and the conspiracy theories.
Were ridiculously unbelievable.
Yeah, they used to be, you know, cloak and dagger and did you hear this thing? And now it's just like not another one, you guys.
Like the one that they came out back in 2016 that the Democrats were stealing the adrenal glands of children and the old people were shooting them up. And I thought, how many and I actually had like on a dating app, a woman tell me that I wouldn't like her because she believed that and she could tell I leaned left. And that's just a crazy talk. And my response to that is, how could anybody believe that conspiracy theory when you take a look at Nancy Pelosi?
Right. I mean,
she is obviously not using the adrenal glands of children. Have you seen Joe Biden?
Right.
Now, one who seems a little too spry and mouthy, that would be Trump.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe it's the opposite way. Think about that conspiracy theory.
I do have a conspiracy theory that may actually hold some weight. You notice before he dropped out of the election, and maybe it's just from the relief and the stress relief of knowing he's not running for president anymore, he was barely conscious on stage 90% of the time.
He's all spry the past few days.
Yeah, during the convention, he was like up and energetic and like Biden
and it was
20 years
8.
ago. Yeah,
it was
and
after
he was still awake. Maybe he had a good snack and a nappy. I don't know.
I think so. Big nappy.
Yeah, and they changed his nappy, and he had a nappy.
What else the internet is killing? The delayed knowledge of sporting results from the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Killed that. The nervous thrill of a reunion. It's kind of ruined by Facebook when you can chat with everybody, I guess.
That's true. I like that you can make plans beforehand.
All right. Internet ruined your lunch break. It has destroyed the lunch break because you go and get on your phone right away instead of relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one thing that the internet has ruined beyond repair, solitaire.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. I think it might be time for us to. Are we a little early? Oh, we got a few minutes yet since we're not going to actually be going back and forth with the trivia questions. I thought this next one, Chuck, and it's kind of long too. Maybe we go back and forth on it and blow through this one. But I thought it was cool for the music education station, since we play like 20 genres of music every week. Your favorite music reveals your personality. So kind of like a horoscope, maybe.
Okay. All
What's first?
So the first here is blues. And this comes from the Harriet Watt University in Scotland. They quizzed more than 36,000 people, so probably more accurate than our political polls. So the blues, it's high self-esteem, creative, outgoing, gentle, and at ease.
Okay.
There we go.
If you're into jazz, kind of the same. High self-esteem, creative, outgoing, and at ease.
Pretty
so
much
the only
the same
difference
thing.
between someone who's into blues and jazz is the blues people are a little more gentle.
I can see that. Well, they have fragile whatever because they've been hurt so many times because they got the blues. Yeah.
All right, and that does not go for progressive jazz fans because that's just weird.
Yeah.
Everybody playing different songs at the same time.
You people should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Music.
The first time I heard that, I literally thought the band was just warming up,
Yeah.
And then people were applauding. I was like, what is going on here? I saw it live the first time. And
I think it's the worst sounds I've ever heard, progressive jazz.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, it makes it's the first music I heard that didn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. At least jam bands warm up their instruments in tune with each other. Yeah.
Yes.
For 30 minutes. I do love a good jam band.
Progressive jazz fans, you're not on the list.
No. Classical music. High self-esteem, creative, introvert, and at ease.
Ooh, all right.
There you go.
Rap music, high self-esteem and outgoing.
Okay, I could see that. Opera, high self-esteem. This seems to be everybody that likes music apparently has high self-esteem.
Okay.
Yeah. Opera, high self-esteem, creative, and gentle. Okay.
Right. Country music, hard-working and outgoing.
You notice it's missing creative and gentle.
Not a lot of creativity in that. I actually told somebody that joke about what you get when you play a country record backwards and they'd never heard it before.
Really?
Yeah.
You
like
get all your stuff back?
Your dog comes back to life. Your wife comes home. Your car starts. I mean, your truck.
Excuse me. Your truck. How dare you? Your Prius returns home. Yeah.
All right. Reggae, creative, not hardworking, outgoing, and gentle.
I could see
and
that.
they smoke a lot of weed.
Well, reggae is one of my favorite genres of music. I don't know if I need to say that out loud.
Oops. Oopsie.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chuck. Didn't mean to throw you in the bus.
I know. Dance.
Ooh.
Dance. Is that I guess like
dance music. Dance music.
Like techno stuff. Yeah.
Sure.
Creative, outgoing, but not gentle. Not gentle.
If you're into indie music, you have low self-esteem.
Oh, man.
And probably a ring in your nose. You're creative. You definitely don't work hard, and you're definitely not gentle. Yay, indie music! Wow. Chuck likes the indie music, too.
I do. Rock and heavy metal, low self-esteem, creative, but not hardworking and not outgoing. I don't know if that's true.
I'm angry.
I mean, you look at it like how many construction sites and stuff have the metal blaring. Those guys are working their butts off. Yeah. I don't know if I believe that one.
All right. I kind of get the low self-esteem thing, though.
Yeah, I get that one, too. Yeah. I get that one. Yeah, that makes sense.
Top 40, they got lots of self-esteem, but they're not very creative, hardworking. Oh, they are hardworking, not going, though, but not very creative. So
no. Okay. I agree with that one. And soul, the last one here, soul music. High self-esteem, creative, outgoing, gentle, and at ease.
Which is the same thing as chill, which is perfect for soul music.
That's right. So basically, you also must like blues. I guess blues and soul kind of go together, don't they?
Yeah,
I would think so. Yeah.
All right. If you're listening to the sound of our voices and you're not on Facebook, you need to open up your phone, go to Facebook, go to KCHW Radio on Facebook. Couple chances here for you to win a concert ticket. Chuck put this together. Matt Hopper and the Roman Candles. They were friends, Matt and Chuck, friends you said in middle school?
Exactly. Middle and high school all the way through.
That could be one of the longest bromances ever. Good job.
Right. No, we, I think, Matt going through school, I think he was like our class president and that kind of stuff too. So he was a very accomplished student and threw it all away for music after high school.
Until you said that on Saturday night. All right, the show, these tickets are for Saturday night at 7 p.m. at the KCHW studios. Seating is limited, so get your tickets now. They are on sale. And in fact, I'm going to go on to our current live video feed right now, and will let me comment. Yeah, there you go. And I am going to post that link to the tickets. All right. So you can go online right now to our live feed on Facebook. The link right there if you want to buy tickets. If you don't win some here after the game, and I'll put on here tickets to the Saturday show. Okay.
There you go.
So we got a link there. If you don't win, there is a link in the comments sections, and we'll make another post of that as well too. All right, Chuck.
We do have a few comments on here. Matt says, Scott, you should be on next year. I'm assuming that was when we were talking about Dancing with the Stars. So I'm just going to attribute it to that.
Saying I should be on Dancing with the Stars.
Yep. And then Ron says, "Good morning, KCHW from Port Townsend, Washington." So
good job, Ron.
Just like Scott, we get around.
I be Dancing with the Stars, I'd be jiggling. Just saying.
Our very own Craig McQuain says, "Good morning, Scott and Chuck." So good morning, Craig.
All right. Good morning. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. All right.
And
first,
those tickets.
First trivia question. Do you have a good one, Chuck? Because I could probably pull up some more too.
I do. I'm going to go with some harder ones here for the ticket.
Okay.
This is for a pair of tickets to the Matt Hopper concert tomorrow night.
The $40 value.
$40 value. The first person to answer on the Facebook live feed with the correct answer wins 2 tickets to tomorrow night's shows. Okay. Ready? I'm ready.
Saturday night show, not tomorrow night.
Yep. Okay. This one here, it's a music-related question, radio and all that. What literary work inspired the Beatles' Tomorrow Never Knows song?
Ooh.
What literary work inspired the Beatles' Tomorrow Never Knows song? So we'll park that one there, and we can move on to some other stuff. Well, give some people some time for the delay to answer that question. And I'll read it once again before we move on. What literary work inspired the song Tomorrow Never Knows by the Beatles?
All right.
And we'll go ahead and
post that on our live feed right now.
Yep, exactly. And I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Do you have trivia questions, or do you want me to keep going with the ones that I have here?
Those seemed pretty tough. Mine might be too simple. So if you think you've got another one, especially maybe a music-related one, roll it out.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Actually, not a lot of these are just kind of randomly generated. But here's a cool one. What was Dr. Watson's first name from Sherlock Holmes?
Ooh.
Dr. Watson's first name. I knew this one. I just clicked on it, and I was correct. Yep.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we're going to be waiting and watching on Facebook to see if we have a post. All right. Chuck, while you kind of maybe keep an eye on that and see who might post the answers to those 2 questions, you want to redo the second one again, just since you did the first one twice?
Yeah. So the second one was, what is Dr. Watson's first name from Sherlock Holmes?
All right. And the very first question was the literary work that influenced the Beatles. What song?
The Beatles' Tomorrow Never Knows. Tomorrow Never Knows song. What literary work inspired that song? And I have heard of this one. I haven't heard of. I've heard of the literary work. I have not heard that was the answer to this question.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Chuck is watching Facebook diligently. A couple news and nuggets for today. Mega Millions reaching $740 million with no winner in Tuesday's drawing. Tomorrow's, as in Friday, Mega Million jackpot, $740 million. Don't even get a ticket. I'm going to win it.
Ooh. Right?
Small asteroid detected just hours before it harmlessly burned up in the Earth's atmosphere Wednesday. Asteroid measuring approximately 3 feet across was spotted by astronomers in Arizona and disintegrated over the coast of the Philippines on the same day it was discovered. Space rock named 2024 RW1 marks only the 9th time in history an asteroid has been identified before impacting our planet. It entered Earth's atmosphere as it was traveling at a speed of around 40,000 miles an hour.
That's a little scary that it's, did you say the 9th time one has been identified before it hit the planet?
Only the 9th time in history. Yeah. They usually hit us, and then we're like, oh, that was an asteroid.
That is really an unpleasant thought. Well, at least we won't know it's coming when the big one happens.
Yeah, chances are.
You know,
Study on napping found 1 in 3 adults nap in a typical day. The study also found that napping is still bashed by many in society, even though some sleep experts think naps should have the status of exercise. Science geeks say naps make us feel stronger, happier, and able to perform better. I believe in the nap.
I'm not. Are you a napper?
I am a napper.
I wish I could be, but I am not. I just never take the time. I can't brain myself to fall asleep. I fall asleep when I sit down to watch TV. I don't think that counts.
So I can take a nap while I'm working on a computer. It might not actually be napping. It might be, what's that disease where you pass out?
Narcolepsy?
Yeah, that's it. Pretty sure. I can't. It's something about computers, man. If I were set at a computer too long, I've actually dozed off while typing.
Yeah, it's fun when you fall asleep with your fingers on the keyboard or on your mouse.
Yeah.
You wake up to all kinds of surprises. Fall asleep with your thumb on your phone.
All right. When you think of a park, probably imagine green grass, children playing, and maybe even a picnic. But in Warren, Michigan, park goers are met with a more macabre, slightly recently, an open casket. Warren Police Department is currently investigating after photos of the casket circulated on social media. The casket, which was found on Tuesday, has raised many questions. Who put it there? Why was it left in a public place? Was there a body in it? Police are asking for anyone with information to come forward to shed light on the mysterious and eerie situation of the found casket.
Yeah, that would be my first question, was what's in the casket? I mean, was it full of snacks? Was there, I mean...
All right. I like this next story. Bears like tacos, apparently. A black bear cub found itself on a wild adventure that involved being fed Taco Bell and taking a 10-hour drive to Windsor, Ontario. Young bear was discovered in the middle of the road near Cochrane, Ontario, prompting two kind-hearted individuals to pick it up and transport it all the way to Windsor. Bear was actually rescued by a wildlife rescue center. While it's heartwarming to see individuals attempt to help wildlife in need, officials emphasize the importance of contacting wildlife rescue organizations and authorities when encountering animals in distress. This also highlighted the legal restrictions on keeping wildlife captive. I'm actually picturing two guys in a van opening the door and saying, "Hey, little bear, want some candy?" It's illegal, folks.
Wow, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wow.
Why you talked a bear into getting into your vehicle with Taco Bell? That's brave.
Why would anyone in their right mind ever consider doing that? Wow.
I'm going to say just 3 words for this next story, and that's going to be it. Okay, just 3 words.
Okay.
Breakdancer, ray gun.
Enough said.
Oh man, you know what I think though? I think breakdancers probably want to kill her. If you were a real breakdancer, and you saw that at the event, wouldn't you be offended? I'd be. I don't even breakdance. I'm offended.
But the whole thing was a giant troll. The whole thing. But what I don't understand is, yes, she did it as like a social experiment or just to make a statement, trolling everybody. But at the same time, how did she make it that far? There has to be it's the country of Australia. They have to have an Olympic committee or something to approve her representing their country. How did she?
And they did. They came out and said, "Yeah, we approved her." Wow.
Well, nobody's gonna ever.
They must have pointed and said, "Look, a jackalope."
Yeah, nobody's ever going to trust their judgment again.
No. Wow. But in her defense, she is half kangaroo.
That's true.
Sorry.
So, what's the story with that one?
What's the story with what? No, I wasn't even going to read it. I just it's funny enough. She came out yesterday and was saying, sorry I crazed all the hub, but I tried really hard. Okay.
Did you really, Raygun?
Really tried really hard. I mean, the kangaroo hop, the flopping all over the floor.
Yeah. The thing, I think the worst thing about that is which I personally, I think it's really cool that breakdancing is in the Olympics. Like, how cool is that? It's weird. I was not expecting that. But to not only have it in the Olympics, but have Snoop officially be elected as our official country mascot was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But what a cool thing for all the people that have been working so hard and actually raised breakdancing from the 80s into an Olympic sport. good on those people for doing that. And then have it just be mocked like that. And just by this one person, it was kind of insulting, I think, to everybody else there.
I think so, too.
And I think it took away from the event.
All right, I don't see any answers to our trivia questions. Did you make them too tough, or just people too lazy today to get on Facebook and post an answer?
You can...
Because the people that are watching right now are from out of town, so they don't want concerts.
Okay, everybody, I'll give you some... It's not a hint, but some advice. Open Google, type...
You want some concert tickets?
Yeah.
Nobody's responded. All you have to do is Google it.
Type "Tomorrow Never Knows" inspiration, and I'm guessing within 5 seconds you will have the answer.
Okay.
We'll allow you to use Google.
All right. And then we're looking for Dr. Watson's first name.
Yep.
Which I believe was Jeb.
Oh,
Okay.
Jebediah. Did you catch the criminal yet, Jebediah?
Jebediah Watson. All right. Well, we're going to go to break, and when we come back, local birthdays, celebrity birthdays, goofy holidays, some sound effects. I always got the sound effects.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a great one for goofy holidays. Actually, a whole bunch of them. And then we'll wrap it all up with the odd news. But you have to stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. It's a Thursday with Scott and Chuck on KCHW 102.7.
Scott is on fire.
Put him out. Oh, that's
Chuck.
Come on,
That's what
Chuck.
that smell is.
You can't just swim, eat grapes, and play around all the time.
Just don't tell me what to do.
Loud noises!
Great job, team. Head back to base for debriefing and cocktails.
It's 8:20.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, September the 5th, 2024. I'm Mike Clifford. First from Fox 5 Atlanta, the first school shooting of the year. During a press conference by the GBI, it was revealed that 2 teachers and 2 students were killed during a shooting at the Appalachian High School on Wednesday morning. The FBI also released the suspect's name, 14-year-old Colt Gray, a student at the high school. According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the Burrough County Sheriff's Office began receiving calls around 10:20 in the morning. Officers responded to the high school within minutes and almost immediately encountered the suspected shooter, who dropped his weapon and surrendered immediately. The GBI did not release the names of the deceased or give any other information about the victims. Meantime, with mental health challenges on the rise among young people, Delaware officials say school-based services have become essential in addressing addressing these issues.
A new checklist from the advocacy group Inseparable guides parents and educators to ensure their children receive the mental health care they need. The checklist outlines key areas of focus, including staff training, availability of mental health professionals, and regular wellness checks. Inseparable Vice President for Public Policy, Caitlin Hochul, says the checklist helps identify what services may be needed.
When you identify a mental health condition early, you have a better chance for better outcomes. We help make sure that kids are receiving the care that they need before they experience potentially a mental health emergency or life-threatening crisis. So it really helps ensure better outcomes and can help save lives.
Delaware lawmakers recently approved a measure assuring at least one mental health professional is available for every 700 elementary and middle school students and for every 250 high schoolers. Mark Richardson reporting.
Next to Montana, where the U.S. Justice Department has issued a ruling against a Livingston, Montana landlord for discriminating against a tenant.
A tenant of a Livingston apartment complex alleged that Yellowstone Apartments landlord Dana Christian discriminated against her after the tenant asked Christian to stop making advances toward her daughter, who was visiting her mother from Russia. The complaint alleged that Christian made life increasingly difficult for the tenant after the complaint, even though she'd lived there for years with no issues. The Justice Department ordered Christian to pay a $25,000 fine to compensate her for moving costs, time, and emotional hardship. Montana Fair Housing's Pam Bean says the ruling sets precedent for equal housing opportunity.
And when issues arise, such as did with this complainant, there's an avenue to address those hopefully prior to the filing of complaints.
The federal court ruling also requires Christian to undergo training on what constitutes housing discrimination and post Montana's Fair Housing guidelines on the properties he manages. I'm Mark Moran.
This is Public News Service. Next to the Sunshine State, where a new national report reveals that while the U.S. has made significant progress in reducing youth incarceration rates, troubling disparities still exist.
The Youth Justice by the Numbers report by the Sentencing Project highlights a dramatic 75% decline in youth incarceration nationwide, with the number of youths in juvenile justice facilities dropping from 108,000 in 2000 to just 27,000 in 2022. Florida has mirrored this national trend with a notable decline in youth incarceration. Christian Miner with the Florida Juvenile Justice Association attributes this decrease to a philosophical shift in the state's approach to juvenile justice.
They used to lock a ton of kids up in residential setting for violations of probation, which would be things like missing curfew, failed drug test. We're not talking new crime. And now it's nothing like that. So the biggest thing was the implementation of the risk assessment.
I'm Tremel Gomes.
And some emergency medical services, or EMS, are consolidating or closing across Wyoming, while the need for services is on the rise.
In 2021, Wyoming EMS agencies received about 89,000 calls for service. That's a roughly 27% increase in 5 years. The law doesn't require EMS services be funded in a community, but a recent AARP survey shows that many people think communities should chip in funding. Tom Laycock with AARP Wyoming says 16 EMS providers have folded or consolidated over the last decade.
And when you tell folks that EMS is not an essential service, it's not required to be there, they kind of do a double take.
73% of Wyomingites think that communities should fund EMS in the same way as police and fire departments, according to the survey. A 2022 Wyoming Department of Health report shows roughly half of EMS nationwide are delivered through fire departments. Others come via a combination of municipal and county governments, private providers, and hospital systems. I'm Kathleen Shannon.
Finally, from our Eric Tiggetoff, a new poll indicates strong support for protections of the West Greater sage grouse.
BLM is reviewing public comments on its draft environmental impact statement for amending and strengthening sage grouse protections. The agency has plenty of public support for this. A poll commissioned by the Pew Charitable Trust found 93% of people surveyed backed BLM's efforts to protect the bird and its habitat. Tyler Dungannon with Oregon Hunters Association says many support even greater protections.
In the western U.S., roughly 70% favored restricting some development of specific public lands to ensure long-term habitat protections for sage grouse.
The poll also found that nearly 60% of respondents say sage grouse conservation efforts boost economic development.
This is Mike Clifford For Public News Service, member and listener supported. Hear us on interesting radio stations, your favorite podcast platform. Find our content and trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
Have a cocktail.
No, I don't care for any.
I said have a cocktail.
I guess he wants to have a cocktail.
Good morning.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Yeah, Chuck.
Mommy.
All right.
I'm just going to do that. So,
All right.
sorry, I'm trying to get you adjusted back here. I switched screens a little bit here, and I got the poster for Matt Hopper and the Roman Candles up on the video feed.
Ooh, they look cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I've got the, let's see, I'm trying to get, there you go.
So
Got
you
you
can
adjusted
even
right in there.
shoot right off that QR code that's on the poster and get
Yeah.
their tickets. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there's posters all around town. There's a QR code that you can scan. We're going to get, hopefully later today, maybe some smaller flyers to hand out during the art walk.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. So we're trying to get working with Melissa, our lovely Melissa, to get some of those smaller posters up.
All right. I'm really curious why I turned so red.
I don't know.
Isn't that weird?
You did. You've been getting some sun over there in Maine? Are you sure you're not in Chihuahua?
I don't know why I turned all red. That's weird. Huh. Yep, I'm red.
Oh,
All right.
weird. Did it? Is it because I adjusted you? I don't think I could.
I don't know. I turned red, but it's
There you
okay.
go.
I'm kind of digging it.
Oh, look, we can zoom in on your red forehead. Sorry, I'll stop.
He's burning up. He's burning up.
Oh, Scotty's on
Tomorrow,
fire.
I'll be bionic. Oh yeah,
Scotty's on fire.
You really do look like.
Wow. I look like a tomato.
It's getting.
I just checked the settings too. Let's see. Can I back off the? Ooh,
It's getting
I'm
redder
still
and
red.
redder.
Right. Yeah.
There you go. Wow.
Wow. All right. Don't know what happened. All right.
That's crazy.
There's a glitch in the matrix, and here comes Chuck Ritchie. I think it's local birthdays for this day. It is the 5th of September already. That's crazy.
That is crazy. So today we have Ben Kersey and Keel Smith with a birthday, and then Michael and Lillian Smith have an anniversary.
All right.
There you go.
Round of
Happy
applause.
birthday and anniversary.
Yeah, you know him, you love him, see him around town, point, laugh, tell him we talked about him on the radio.
Exactly.
Celebrity birthdays going along with that. William Devine, who's been playing Jesse Stone, and he was in 24. He's turning 85. I remember him from the 80s. A lot of television shows in the 80s.
Wow.
Michael Keaton is looking super good for 73.
Well, I don't know. Did you see that new movie he's out in? He looks pretty rough in that.
Oh, 73. Wow. Rose McGowan from Grindhouse and Citizen Rose, 51. Aaron Krakow from When the Wind Calls the Heart and Army Wives is 40. Amy Raver from The Umbrella Academy is 38. And Kat Graham from Vampire Diaries, just 35. On to History with Chuck Ritchie. It's called It Happened Today.
Today, I do want to say, going back to Michael Keaton's birthday, you know what comes out this weekend?
Beetlejuice?
Wrong. It's Beetlejuice, Scott.
Okay.
Beetlejuice is the third in the trilogy that'll come out in another
Okay.
20 years. They're going to resurrect Michael Keaton, put him on screen. By that point, all movies will be AI anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. But
I could do it through his permission.
I'm excited for it. We're going to go see it at the drive-in this weekend.
Oh, fun.
Ooh,
Fun,
yeah.
fun.
We're getting a bunch of friends together and all going out. All right, so it happened today. This seems like a bad omen for the year for this one. The date was 1666. The Great Fire of London burned out after 3 days. 10,000 buildings, including St. Paul's Cathedral, were destroyed, but only 16 people were known to have died. Which,
wow,
for
that's a lot of buildings.
That is for the 1600s. Actually, you would think catastrophic fires like that would have just wiped out the whole town because, back then, did people even know what fire was? Yeah.
But they didn't have trailer houses, Chuck.
That's true.
The slow burn.
The old stone buildings probably burned a little slower.
Yeah.
Or did they have hay? Would they have had hay structures back then?
Ooh,
yeah.
Adobe.
Right? Ooh, that stuff is actually pretty fire resistant.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna call it fire resistant, but it's probably not. 1774, the first Continental Congress assembles in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Party night that night. 1997, Mother Teresa died of a heart attack in Calcutta. Yes, she established her Missionaries of Charity Order and opened her first Calcutta slum school in 1949. She was 87 years young.
All
right. Then in 1999, Lazy Boy introduced its new Oasis recliner in Detroit. It was a big time in history. Designed for TV football fans, the tilt-back chair was equipped with a telephone, heat, a massager, a cooler large enough to chill a six-pack, Scott.
Come on, Chuck. You can't just swim, eat grapes, and play around all the time.
And sit in your Lazy Boy.
The most current version of that also includes an air fryer and a lifetime supply of chicken wings. Yeah.
In your chair.
Yeah. You don't ever have to leave.
Wow. So something's wrong with my camera. I'm getting redder by the moment. I'm almost purple now.
You are. Are you
I should hold my breath for the rest of the show.
Have you looked in a mirror? Are you sure you're not having an allergic reaction?
I think I might be having a heart attack.
I think you actually did just get a little redder. You made yourself.
I did. That could be just from holding my breath, though.
Wow. Okay. In 2002, a man in Croatia sued his neighbor's dog after claiming it ate part of his Mercedes. Scott. The man told police that a 12-year-old dog ate parts of the hood and a bumper of the Mercedes. The dog's owner said there was no way it was his pet because it was tied up during the day and had no appetite for a Mercedes or any other car. He's really a Ford dog. Yeah. but the main thing in this story is that he didn't sue the neighbor. He sued the neighbor's dog.
Oh.
What is he going to get his bone? I don't know.
Yeah, and lifeline supply of dog biscuits.
Right. In 2014, after hackers gained access to celebrity iCloud accounts, Apple announced it was putting new security notifications in place. I remember when this happened. There were all sorts of celebrities with all sorts of pictures that were not meant for public view. Yeah.
Why would you post pictures you don't want getting out there to the cloud anyways?
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't even just because you show somebody a picture of your phone, you hand somebody your phone, hey, check this thing out. People scroll through, just instinctively start scrolling. Why would you even have anything on your phone? People can hack that. Yeah. That's what thumb drives are for, people. Okay.
That's where Chuck keeps his dirty pictures.
That's right. No. Yeah, I don't because not even I want to see that.
Yeah.
2017, Hurricane Irma became the most powerful hurricane ever recorded in the Atlantic Basin region with winds of 185 miles an hour.
It sounds more like Irma would make you cookies.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Irma's in town. Let's make up the spare bed and throw it out the window. All right. In 2019, a new theory stated that the Loch Ness Monster might be a giant eel after a DNA study revealed no plesiosaur or sturgeon DNA found. Oh. I just wonder about some of these things because they've been seen so many times through so many years, different creatures, different parts of the country. There's got to be something out there, right? Maybe? I don't know.
No.
Probably not. Okay.
Stop.
In 2023, news that nobody cares about, singer Joe Jonas filed divorce from actress Sophie Turner.
Who?
Yeah. Sophie Turner, she was from Game of Thrones. She was the
What?
She was the older daughter of the Stark daughter. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
The Starks? I don't
Message
remember.
for Joe Jonas.
Stop singing! Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Or a wife.
They were America's couple, too.
All right. Special events for today. Chuck, get ready.
Okay.
Get your ray gun out. It's Shrink Day.
Woo! My shrink ray.
Or you could use SpongeBob's belt. Remember, it's what was it? W? It's M for Mermaid Man, and then you can shrink him, and then he turns it upside down because it's W for Wombo.
Yes.
I Wombo, you Wombo, we all Wombo.
I do not remember that. No.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. It's Samosa Day, not to be confused with Mimosa Day.
Right. Or Momoas, those yummy Girl Scout cookies.
Oh.
Yeah. Or no,
Or to be confused with Jason Momosa.
The yummy Game of Thrones actor. I did say that
World
over the air.
Samosa Day celebrates the mood-lifting food. It's also a day to try samosa for the first time or share it with a friend. It looks like it's baked and fried. It looks like a crab rangoon. They call it samosa. Don't know what's in it.
And I do believe it is sort of like it's like an Indian sort of pastry, right? Indian
Yes,
food?
it's filled
Yeah.
with savory fillings of vegetables, spiced potatoes, onions, peas, and non-vegetarian meat or fish.
Well, now I'm just hungry. That
Is there
sounds
a non-vegetarian meat or fish? Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, back to the important dates. Let's see. International Day of Charity, very important.
You know who is a charity, or technically not a charity, but a 501c3? KCHW.
That's right. We'll
Did
take
you
your
say?
charitable
That's right.
donations.
That's
And in
right.
fact, we have we kind of do. We give things to people, so that makes us a charity.
We give joy. And that's worth a lot. Why you laugh?
Well, we've also been giving away some free advertising to nonprofit groups. So
We have.
charity helping other charities. There
We
you
have.
go. All right. All right. Be late for something day. I thought Chuck was going to be late for the show, but unfortunately showed up, and here we are.
Yeah, sorry. I apologize.
All right. And a momentous occasion today. Little bland, but momentous nonetheless. It is Cheese Pizza Day. How do you feel about the cheese pizza, Chuck?
You know, cheese pizza can be bland and can be boring in most cases, but have you ever had a really good just cheese pizza?
Like 4 different cheeses.
Yeah.
And then stuff the crust, too. Don't cheat us.
When you got to
I
get
mean-
that floppy crust, that New York style crust that you got to fold.
Oh.
Yeah. No Chicago style. That's a casserole.
Don't cheat us on the cheese.
Yeah.
All right. Pizza!
Cold pizza for you. It's good for breakfast. See you.
Pizza, anyone?
You guys eat pizza?
Doesn't everybody?
A pizza stuffed inside a turkey, the whole thing deep fried and dipped in chocolate.
On a sadder note, Pizza the Hut, famed half man, half pizza, was found dead earlier today in the backseat of his stretched limo.
Yes. A horrible story. And how could it happen on Cheese Pizza Day?
Wow. So I gotta. Well, for one, I gotta stop. And I want to go back. There's a couple things I realized I missed out of the event calendar that are very important.
Okay.
And I'm not making a joke. I did miss a couple things that are really important. Taste of Chihuahua is happening next week.
Okay.
It's September 12th, and those tickets are available at Acres Drug, Valley Drug, or ChihuaHartsguild.org. You reminded me when you talked about giving the airtime to other organizations. We've had them on Tuesdays. We've been interviewing the artists that have donated to the art auction at the end of the art walk or the end of the Taste of Chihuahua event. So yeah, we forgot entirely about mentioning that this morning.
All
So
right.
yeah,
All
those
right.
tickets are available and they're selling out. They always sell out, and it's getting pretty close to the last minute. So you might want to go on and check and make sure tickets are still available if you haven't gotten yours yet. I do believe as of yesterday there were still some available.
Okay.
So, and International Day of Charity, I want to let everybody know that we have a fundraiser coming up. We talked about this during our meeting. I'm very excited about this. I've gone around and talked to local businesses, and they are also very excited about it. It's funny to see how people's face light up. First, you tell them we are having a kazoo parade, a KCHW sponsored kazoo parade during the Fall Fest happening October 5th. And first, people look at you and they go, "Huh?" So what this fundraiser entails, I have 2 large boxes with hundreds of kazoos in them. We're going to be getting those out to businesses around town. We're going to be putting up displays at the checkout counters. On October 5th, we have a band leader. We're going to get everybody together, teach a couple songs, and do a parade around the festival grounds. In the meantime, those businesses that are selling those kazoos will have a competition. The winner of the business that sells the most kazoos between now and the day before the event will win a month of free sponsorship on KCHW.
Wow.
So we'll have those sponsorship announcements that'll play every day, and with your business's announcements on them.
All right. So do you have one of the kazoos handy? I know you played it yesterday.
You know what I should have done? I should have announced my announcement with a kazoo song, and I didn't.
You should have. You should have.
No. Yeah.
Question I have after you've come up with this wonderful idea is...
Isn't there anything job-related that you should be doing at this particular moment?
This is my job, Scott.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
I'm making money for KCHW, Scott. No,
you should be the band leader because you're definitely full of hot air.
But also on the bottom of the kazoo will be a number. We don't have those written yet, but there will be a number on the bottom of all of those kazoos for door prizes throughout the day during the event. We're going to get donations from local businesses. I have yet to have a business refuse a door prize or selling kazoos.
All
yeah.
right.
Except for businesses that can't for legal reasons. So there's that,
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'm excited. So if
All
you
right,
have a business, contact us if I don't come to see you. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Before we head to odd news, number of the day, Chuck, is what?
The number of the day is 2. That's the number of swimming pools. Okay, I should have read this before so I could brace myself.
Number of swimming pools, what?
Okay, the number of the day is 2. I'm trying to get the hair on the back of my neck to go down because this is a gross one. 2 is the number of swimming pools full of saliva the average human produces in his or her lifetime.
Wow.
Come on, kids. Time for a dip in the pool.
Full of saliva. That's why I saved mine. Come to think of it, I've got dry mouth. I need a can of Salivex.
Do you have dry mouth?
I sure do.
It protects your teeth, fights infection, and lubricates your food. But what happens when you run out of saliva?
Help me, I can't talk.
For personal dryness, it's Salivex.
Wow, I can spit again.
Salivex is more than saliva in a can. Salivex improves consumption efficiency by 50%. No more halfway cures like coating your throat with cooking oil to have that extra piece of cake or bowl of kitty litter.
Wow.
After a night out, my tongue tasted like carpet. It was embarrassing. Now with Salivex, I can eat a whole box of crackers. It's like having a salivation army in my mouth.
Salivex tastes like your own saliva. That's because at Salivex's state-of-the-art production facilities, we use salivation philanthropists who make Salivex all day. Salivex. When it comes to personal dryness, we're deadly serious.
Deadly serious.
Wow. I love the salivation army. This stat was so gross. Let's keep talking about it. That gives new meaning to DNA pool.
Yeah. Ooh. Look how red I am now.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. One more time.
Scotty's on fire.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're okay? You're not having like an allergy attack or anything on the air?
I am not having I am not really this red. It's my camera must have fritzed out or something. I did drop it yesterday.
Do you have your EpiPen handy?
The fact that it went to bright red in the middle of the show. I look like an alien. All right.
Wow.
All right, here we go. It's that time where we bring the stupids, and it's not us.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, wrapping up our show with a little odd news. We always kick it off with the news attack, and that means the first sentence is true. Second sentence, just a bad joke.
Well, you know what? Scott's not pretty when he's angry. He gets really red when he's angry, apparently.
Yes, and I am angry.
He's just upset today. Yeah.
Upset.
All right. So at their upcoming debate, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump have agreed to have their microphones muted. And to take
the whole thing?
Right. And to take a shot each time either of them says the word woke.
Oh.
You know what I find ironic is there's only one side of this argument that ever actually uses that term.
Yeah.
I've never in my
People
life.
that don't like it are the only ones that use the word.
Never in my life.
Maybe they made it up.
I don't know. It's kind of funny though. Yep.
Small asteroid detected just hours before it harmlessly burned up in the Earth's atmosphere on Wednesday. A lot of people got to see it, and I'm so glad it didn't hit us, Chuck. I really don't need to be distracted from mowing my lawn when I get home today. I don't get that, but okay.
Maybe because you're already not going to mow your lawn.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. I do have some weed eating to do.
I'm using Chuck's lawnmower, the one without the blade.
That's why I haven't. I go over and over and over it, and it just keeps getting longer. It's weird.
You should just start it without a blade. I'm mowing.
Science tells us there's a link between sodas and an early death. Ooh. Mainly from the revenge of a failing vending machine that was just kicked. A falling vending machine. I said failing. Falling. You kick them when they fail, so it still works.
According to a study, getting less sleep results in your brain shrinking. So does this mean that you'd get better grades if you slept through class? Probably.
I call that learning through osmosis.
Okay.
Yeah. Subconscious learning. That's right. Yeah.
I get it.
It comes in through your dreams. You fall asleep with your face on the book. You absorb the knowledge that way, and you absorb it subconsciously through your dreams. Especially, in high school, if you're on any kind of substance or anything, then that increases your brain activity also.
Huh.
And now
After that story, I think you're absorbing things through the seat of your chair.
Right, probably. Most likely. Too much. Yeah. Study says that as little as 5 minutes per day in the great outdoors can improve mental health. But if sunshine is good for your mental health, how does that explain Florida?
It's true. Poll about Americans' driving habits. So only 49% of drivers obey the speed limit. I can always spot the ones who obey the speed limit because they're in front of me.
Jerks.
Yeah.
How many times do you drive down the street and someone in front of you is going the speed limit and you just get so mad at them?
Yeah. I start screaming, big pedal on the right, big pedal on the right.
What is wrong with you?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Chuck.
Okay. Science says the firefly's glow that brightens the summer evenings is nothing but the male fireflies strutting their stuff to pick up female fireflies. Scientists studying fireflies figured this out when they realized the flashing light of the male firefly was Morse code messages saying, "Hey, baby, what's your sign?"
So I might have done this joke already, but it's a true joke. I really did it. I'm out at the field the other night, and fireflies disappeared like a month ago, right? And there's one firefly in the field. And I just stand there and I'm watching him, and he's flying around and he's blinking, and he's not getting any other blinks. He's all by himself and he just keeps flying around the field. And I yelled to him, Chuck. I said, "I feel your pain." Last firefly.
Oh, do you get a lot of fireflies over there?
No, but we get a few.
I know there's been a huge decrease recently in fireflies, and it's concerning. So.
They say especially the bug sprays are really harmful to the fireflies. So if you're out doing your whole yard, don't expect to see a firefly when you just killed every bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very sensitive insects too. They don't they're not very resilient when it comes to. It's not even the pesticides, herbicides also will kill insects too. So yeah. Cool stuff. Or cool bugs.
Last story I think is you there.
Okay. A study revealed that cows gave more milk when played Mozart, while heavy metal music decreased their output. Cows also have decreased output while making TikToks.
That's a channel I'd watch.
Right. Just cow. I think I have a couple of those on my TikTok feed.
Cow TikToks.
Yeah. I do love a good cow video.
On to Wacky But True. We don't add anything to these stories because they're totally self-contained and all the idiocy is true in them, but we might add a movie or a television sound effect. Having a hard time talking. But police in China said there was a cheese factory break-in during which burglars stole a total of 450 pounds of various types of cheeses, 150 pounds of sausages, and a number of cases of alcohol to wash it all down.
Ooh, lucky.
Yeah.
Today is best day ever.
Right?
This is the best day of my life.
It's the best day ever.
Hands down, this is the best day of my life, and quite possibly the last.
Yep.
Okay. I normally don't condone crime, but send me a message after the show, and we'll get together. Yep.
We're gonna meet you for that 450 pounds of cheese.
Yeah.
Sausage.
What do you got left? What do you got left? Yeah.
Lots of sausages.
So really quick before I read this next one, we still don't have an answer for that trivia question. If you're tuning on, if you haven't listened before, I'm going to say it one more time before the end of the show. Your last chance, last time I'm going to read the question. If not, we're just not going to have a winner. Right? Right? What literary work inspired the Beatles' Tomorrow Never Knows? Tomorrow Never Knows. What literary work inspired that? Last chance. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Answer the question. Okay.
All right. It's on our live Facebook feed right now.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And we'll
All
check. We'll check that after. I'll check in between stories here. Okay. 2 home invasion robbers in Hong Kong stole not only cash from their victims, but got a home-cooked meal as well. Oh. The robbers entered a home and held a woman and her young daughter hostage at knife point while her husband was ordered to go to the bank and make a withdrawal. While the robbers waited for his return, they forced the wife to cook them a homemade supper. Well, this is not a happy story.
No, not at all.
Not at all. This is horrifying. The husband eventually returned with $1,000, and the robbers left without further incident.
Yeah, there's nothing wacky and fun about this story.
No, that's
at all.
Horrifying. It's not. They had a home cooked meal. That's bad.
Yeah, they actually held him hostage with a knife. How scary! Let's see if I can make light of it.
Okay.
I was just telling Melissa, one of the first lessons we learned back at Stanford Law was the modern proliferation of food poisoning claims against wealthy private homeowners.
When we were hungry, we used to pose as health inspectors and go around confiscating meals and drinks and get food poisoning.
I can't take it anymore. If I gotta choke down on one more of those moldy, disgusting crackers.
Well, we've just had our first home-cooked meal. I'm domestic now, huh?
Look, I'm gonna drop the little dolly here off at a choke and puke, and then I'm gonna get right back on the job. All right, info on that choke and puke.
I just want to say to that poor family and that woman, Visine. I believe, isn't it Visine? You put a couple drops of Visine in the food. I'm not condoning it, but in this particular instance, totally justified.
All right, tune in tomorrow when we'll see if Chuck's claim about Visine is true.
I'm going to put it in my coffee.
On air. Live.
No, I am not, Scott. No, I'm not. No.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds like something I do here. A man walked into a German store. Germans. They're so big and strong. And a man amused shoppers by juggling lipsticks and other expensive cosmetics from his counters. He now faces charges after being seen pocketing those cosmetics during his performance. A juggler had bagged more than $440 in cosmetics and lipstick in the store when the staff finally realized something was wrong with his dance and called police.
Wow.
Wow.
No, I think Mr. Lewis's fortune comes from cosmetics, actually.
Isn't it true, Mr. Roick, that to really care for your complexion, you must thoroughly cleanse your pores of dust, dirt, and stale cosmetics? For there's danger in imperfect cleansing?
Yes, that's very true. I use cosmetics, of course, but I always use Lux toilet soap to guard against cosmetic skin. Toilet soap, toilet soap, toilet soap.
Toilet soap? What is toilet soap?
I thought that was so dumb. They were so dumb with their advertising in the 40s. But when I heard, I decided I need to repeat toilet soap a few times.
On Sundays when we play the old time radio shows, a lot of those have the old radio ads still intact from when the show originally aired. Some of those ads are just phenomenal. I mean, the things.
5 out of 10 doctors say smoke Lucky Strike.
Right.
Love those doctors.
Oh my God. There was one the other day. I don't even remember what it was for. It was just some random product, and the stuff they were saying about this product was just clearly made up. I mean, just outlandish claims. Yeah. So I think they were for crackers or something, and talking about all the medical benefits of eating Ritz crackers, something like that. Like that doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah. Okay. So the olive harvest season in Spain took a wild turn when authorities busted a group of thieves red-handed stealing a half a ton of olives in Seville province. Around 1,000 pounds of olives, already packed and loaded onto vehicles, were seized and returned to the rightful owner. Hey, I got somebody I want you to meet. We'll get together. We'll put together a tray. Get some cheese, sausage, olives. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, we need to hook those people up.
Right?
Huh?
Man.
I'm thinking martinis.
I would like a vodka martini, please.
Okay.
Very dry with olives, a lot of olives, like at least 3 olives.
Pardon me, girls. Do you mind if I steal these olives? No? Janie just had a yen for olives.
Hell, stuffing olives for a living wasn't for me anyway.
I've never met an olive I didn't like. Love the things. Except the ones that are stuffed with the whole cloves of raw garlic. That are, I'm not crazy about those. A little crunchy. Yeah.
All right, driver attempted a daring escape from a Tim Hortons drive-thru in Toronto, only to end up stuck on top of a police car.
Oh.
Okay. Incident unfolded when police responded to reports of a driver in a stolen Ford Bronco at a coffee shop. Driver, facing police with guns drawn, accelerated and began pushing the police car in front of him. It's the only way to get out of a drive-thru. If you never tried it, you should. Bronco ended up on the top of the police vehicle. Must have been a big Bronco. Prompting the officer inside to swiftly exit to safety. No injuries reported. The 25-year-old driver was arrested on multiple charges.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
How could you possibly expect to drive through this?
It's like trying to drive a toaster through a car wash.
Why don't we do what they did to your friend Dracula? Drive a spike through his heart.
Nah, I don't really feel like driving tonight.
Shame.
Go around those wrecks. You can drive through it. I know it. I know it in my heart. Freeze.
Or I'll put a hole in you I could drive through.
Woo!
Why are all police and car stories about a Bronco?
No word on what color that Bronco was.
Right? So really quick, this is to Katie. Katie, we were playing for 2 tickets for the Matt Hopper and the Roman Candles show this weekend. She asked on the Facebook feed, what are we playing for? She forgot what the game was. It had been so long since anybody has responded. Katie, we're playing for 2 tickets for the Matt Hopper and the Roman Candles show. The question, once again, you lucked out and you bought everybody one last chance. What literary work inspired the Beatles' Tomorrow Never Knows song? There you go.
Google it.
There you go.
Google it. We invite cheating here.
We do.
All right. Julie posted too. It says, "Good morning, Chuck and Chuck. You're funny."
Aw. Did she just say I was
so
funny?
You're double funny, or my name's Chuck?
Or did you read it wrong?
Oh. No, there's a period in there. Good morning, Chuck and Chuck. Period.
Oh yeah,
you're funny. Now
it's just
Chuck
the 2 of
and
us.
Chuck, you're funny. Then yeah, thanks a lot.
Oh.
Julie, I think you.
It's probably because I'm. She said, "Good morning, Chuck," and Chuck, you are funny. She's reassuring me because.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm probably really not. She's trying to make me believe I am. Robert in Thailand stole thousands from an ATM and wrote the words "thanks" and a Sharpie marker on the side of the machine. The police said the crook had very neat handwriting, so it was not me.
I know this guy. I know who it is, Chuck.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being my friends. You can do it!
All right. It's good. You should always say thank you after you steal.
Oh, Katie says, I know the answer, but I don't need the tickets. Oh.
Well, you could give them to a friend, Katie.
You could take the tickets and hack them on the internet and sell them.
Oh,
and donate the money to KCHW.
Oh, so either way, we get the money for the tickets?
Yeah, exactly.
Great idea.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Go Team Dynamite.
All right, people, let's do this thing. Go Team Dynamite!
All right, those tickets we were trying to give away that didn't go very well for a show at the KCHW studio Saturday night, 7 o'clock. What's your friend's name again?
My friend Matt Hopper. Matt Hopper and the Roman Candles. They're going to be
playing
here
live in the studios.
Saturday night at 7 p.m.
I got seating for about 50 people, so tickets are limited, and a great way to support public radio and help Matt Hopper get back on the road on his tour.
Yeah, right?
Because that's all we're paying him is gas money.
Right. I don't even know if we're going to get that at this point, but that's okay. We're going to give away all the tickets for free.
If you hear music, stop by.
Yeah. Not only that, not only we're not going to pay them, they're going to be crammed, 5 of them in a 19-foot RV with 4 beds.
Ooh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun show. So check
be.
it out Saturday Night Live at the studios. There's nothing going on in town Saturday, so you have no excuse not to come out and support public radio and check out this very cool show. Kind of a Neil Young type flavor, this band plays.
Yeah,
So come check it out.
they're really good. They just got done. They headlined. They're touring all through Portland, Seattle, a couple stops in Idaho, I think. and they just got done playing next to, who was it, Ludacris. They didn't share the stage, but I think they played adjacent to him on another stage at the Alaska State Fair, headlining in the Sluice Box, which the Sluice Box is the most appropriate name ever I've heard for a bar. It's a big, giant, holds about 5,000 people, a bar at the Alaska State Fair, which is Alaska State Fair is one of the biggest fairs in the U.S. Every year. It's usually in the top 3 or 5, between the top 3 and the top 5 fairs in the U.S. It is massive, and it lasts 2 weeks. It's been ongoing for a while, so they just got done playing for some pretty big audiences over there. So yeah.
Hey, you know something? You ought to be doing radio commercials. How to talk a lot and say nothing.
I do that.
All right, show Saturday night. I'll quit picking on Chuck. Don't forget, tomorrow morning on the radio, you've got Chuck and Paula and Craig. All right,
That's
take
right.
you into your weekend.
That's right.
And what's on the radio tonight?
So tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. we have Out of the Woods. 8 to 9 p.m. is Kelton a Twist, and then 9 to 11 is Acoustic Cafe. There you go.
Anything else you want to throw out before we go?
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be at the Friday Market, where we will have those tickets available for the Matt Hopper and the Roman Candle show there. We'll also have some, you can also donate to KCHW. We've got survey cards that we're going to be there passing out to get some feedback from our listeners to help our...
What you want to hear.
To help our data.
All right. So right now we've got a few in for something I was looking for back when I was manager for years, and that's somebody to a reggae show on the air. We had a request for that, so we're hunting for a public radio reggae show we can bring you. So.
I would love to. I found a couple that are syndicated that are free that we can use and bring in, sort of like some of the other shows we bring in. But if we have a local DJ that wants to come in and do a reggae show, that would be
even better.
That would be even better because we like to support our local talent. Exactly. And we do have, so those of you listening too, and it kind of sad because I actually enjoy the shows. We have Catching a Wave and Bopping with Beth on Saturdays. They're both retiring at the end of the month, so we'll have those shows on for the next couple of weeks. And then both of those DJs will be retiring, so those shows will have to be replaced as well. So we are looking for DJs. If anybody out there has had ideas for a show, come talk to us. We'll get you the training and talk to you and figure out about getting your show on the air.
All right.
How about that?
All right. Other than that, we want you to have a great day. Keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7. Goodbye, Chuck. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Scott.
On a sadder note, Pizza the Hut, famed half-man, half-pizza, was found dead earlier today in the backseat of his stretched limo.
Hey, I think your red went away. What'd you do?
Nothing. I just waved my hand.
Oh, okay. Well, it worked.
Kind of.
Bye, everybody.
This concludes the broadcast from World Central.